Yeah, what's up with the Longhorn Nation? Just here to get my thoughts on last night's game, man. I'm gonna try not to make this video too long because it's really not necessary, man. I just want to touch on a couple of little points and be done with it, man. For y'all who've been watching my videos, y'all know I've been calling Steve Sarkisian a choke artist for a long time, man. And I'm gonna say this, man, honestly. After last night's coaching performance, man, ain't shit changed, man. he's still the same old choke artist, man. That is him. Steve Sarkisian is him. He's that choke artist, man. And I be trying to tell people, but people they like to make excuses for him, man. They like to make excuses for him. They're just happy that, and I give him his credit. They just happy that he didn't, he's a great recruiter. He didn't brought the program back up, and I give him credit for that. But it stops there. It stops there. That's the only thing. That's what he's good at. He's not a good coach. He's not this offensive play calling guru that they like to portray him as. He's not that. He's not really a good coach. He's not. He's mediocre. That's what he's a mediocre coach. Recruiting, elite. He's elite. He's an elite recruiter. But coaching, very mediocre. And I don't give a damn what nobody say. Last night was just another example of it. That's all. It was just another example. It wasn't nothing shocking to me because that's who Steve Sarkisian is. But people want to make excuses for him, man. They want to, oh, man, look what he's doing. Look what he got us to. Yeah, okay. Well, this is about good as it's going to get. Yeah, we'll make and he lucky the playoffs is 12 teams now because if it was 4 teams, of course we would have been at home, but he's lucky. But getting into the playoffs is the best it's gonna get because we're not winning a championship with Steve Sarkisian. It's not gonna happen. He's not a big game coach. He's not cut from that cloth. You know what I mean? Just it is what it is. I question a lot of his head coaching decision. Of course, we question the play calling because it's terrible, but also I question his personnel management. He doesn't know how to manage his personnel. The objective is to get your best players on the field to make plays. Get your game breakers on the field to make plays. But Steve Sarkisian is one of them people. If y'all just look at it, all season, Steve Sarkisian will leave his game breakers sitting on the bench. And prime example is I've been calling for Jaden Blue to get more playing time, right? And so one thing when I say that in the comments sometime on videos, and you always have somebody, well, man, Jaden be fumbling. Man, I don't want to hear about that shit that what happened early in the season. Shit happens. You can't give up on the player because he fumbled the ball, especially not a player that is as physically gifted as him. Steve Sarkisian does not manage his players right, the personnel right, his game breakers right. He's fixated on Trey Wisner, and it's so sickening. Trey Wisner is a tough, gritty player. Happy to have him on the team, but it ends there. That's all he is, a tough, gritty player. There's nothing special about him. He's not a great athlete. He's not nowhere near a game breaker. He is average at best. You know what I mean? He's average at best. And so Steve Sarkisian is trying to make Trey Wisner out of something he's just not. He's limited in the physical gifts department. If the way he uses Trey Wisner, you would swear he was Bijan Robinson or somebody. When he's not even nowhere near as good as Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue is a special athlete. You know what I mean? He's a special athlete. He has special physical gifts that can't be taught. He has it. Trey Wisner is he's a hard worker. I respect him for that. Hard worker, tough, gritty player. But that's it. That's all he is. But Steve Sarkisian, he's fixated with him, man. And it makes me sick to my stomach. So what happened last night wasn't a surprise, man. It wasn't a surprise. That's who Steve Sarkisian is. He's a certified choke artist, man. Certified choke artist. And like I say, people like to make excuses. And like I say, I haven't watched nobody's videos. I haven't watched nothing. No post-game video whatsoever. I ain't heard what Steve Sarkisian said. I ain't heard what no other Longhorn team. I ain't heard nothing. But I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of excuses. That's what it is, man. It's a bunch of excuses. But we're going to jump in and just talk about a couple things because I freestyle this shit, man. I don't write nothing down. Quinn Ewers played an okay game, man, but I appreciate him for his services, but I'm glad his time is up here. I'm glad his time is up here. Steve Sarkisian called terrible plays all night, man. All night. Offense ain't shit. But he's this guru, though, you know. We get the momentum going in at the end of the second quarter. Only for PK to call a terrible play called blitzing and set them up with a 70-yard halfback screen. Terrible play call. Terrible. Took the momentum right back. But I will give PK credit. The defense played good enough for us to win the game. And a lot of people gonna talk about the refs. Yes, the refs was terrible. Ohio State got away with a bunch of bullshit on offense and defense all night. But we can't complain about it. They didn't call the calls. It is what it is, bro. We still had a chance to win the game. The refs was terrible. Yes, they were terrible. But we still had a chance. But PK giving up that touchdown with that bullshit call. The whole game, I already had that funny feeling in my stomach about the game. And that funny feeling is what it is that feeling is I don't trust Sark. That's the funny feeling in my stomach. I don't trust him. So it was always like, I didn't have a lot of confidence in us. Honestly, winning the game, I felt that we played our game and Sark didn't come out coaching scared like he always do in big games and stuff like that. I feel we had a chance. If Sark used the playmakers like we supposed to, we had a chance, but that didn't happen. You know what I mean? So, but once they gave up that touchdown at the end of the second quarter, I said, yeah, we're not going to win this game. I knew we weren't going to win. But PK did coach good enough for us to win. The defense played good enough for us to win. Other than that play there, you can't give up that play. In that situation, with that amount of time left in the second quarter, you can't do that, bro. But credit to him, the defense played good enough for us to win. But Sark play calling terrible, player management. He leaving players on the bench. Ryan Wingo didn't play enough. Silas Bolden didn't play enough. They said Isaiah Bond was 100%. All I seen was him drop a pass, jumping in the air for no apparent reason. You didn't use Gunnar Ham enough. You didn't. You just stuck on Trey Wisner. Who else? DeAndre Moore. They try to make him out to be something he's not. He's a tough, hard-working player. He's a good blocker, but it's pretty much in there. He makes splashes here and there in the passing game every now and then, but he's very limited as well as far as physical skills. He's not fast. He's not quick. They like to compare him to Jordan Whittington, and he's not even close. He's not close. It's not the same. Let me think. Who else on the offensive side of the ball? You know what, man? I'm going to tell you this. I hate how he wasted a Silas Bolden season. I really do, man. I hate that. I hate how he wasted that young brother season. He's a small guy. You knew that when you recruited him to come through the transfer portal. But he is explosive. Every time he touches the ball, he makes something happen for the most part. He should have been used a lot more at receiver and not just been designated to the fucking punt returner. He should have been used a lot more, man. Plain and simple. But Steve Sarkisian called a terrible game. Wasn't nothing shocking about it, man. It didn't shock me. Let's go to when they go up 21-14. We get the ball, make a couple good plays. Gunnar get down the field. Then we hit, I think that was Matthew Golden. After Gunnar got called for the fucking penalty, bullshit penalty, taunting penalty. That's straight bullshit. Let's see. We get on the 1 yard line. We're on the goal line. And Sark calls, all the plays were terrible, but he calls a toss play to, out of all people, Trey Wisner. Out of all people. Trey Wisner has not shown the ability to beat anyone to the corner. Again, tough, gritty player, but he's slow as shit, and he is not beating anyone to the corner, especially not a team like that has elite athletes on that side of the ball. You're not happy. That's not happening. That's why I go back to management of personnel. Out of all the running backs we have there, Jaden Blue, if you're going to go with a running back on that play, Jaden Blue should have been the guy to run that toss, who has proven he has the speed to outrun people. You put Trey Wisner, I'm not even blaming Trey Wisner. He's only out there doing what they call the play for him to do. So it's not on him. He can't help it that he's limited in his physical gifts. But he ran out there and tried to make a play. But I know as soon as I seen it, I said, ain't no fucking way. Then what he do? He get tackled for a loss and put us in an even more fucked up situation. Not him, but the play calling. So it puts us in an even more fucked up situation. And now we're in no man's land. We can't get a first down. Now we got to trust Quinn to do this. And yes, Quinn made a hell of a play last week against Arizona State. Hey, it'll go down in history. But at the end of the day, I still don't trust Quinn like that. I don't. So Quinn, leave it to him. He has zero pocket awareness. His awareness is a zero. You know, Quinn is, and all night, man, Quinn walks right into sacks. And then it gets put on the offensive line, but he walks right into sacks. When he could roll out, he could do it. I'm glad Quinn time is up. That's what I say. I'm just glad his time is up. But Quinn is standing back there, zero pocket awareness. He's standing back there like he's on a motherfucking golf course on a sunny day sipping an ice cold glass of lemonade. That's what he was doing. Then he's standing there, yada, yada, I got all time of day. Yeah, let's look around. Oh, here's my girlfriend up in the crowd. Oh, what? Look at the popcorn man over there. Oh, man, look at it. They selling hot dogs over there. And the motherfucker comes and hit the ball right out of his hands, picks it up, and the big slow defensive end, he's jogging the whole way. And I was like, I know somebody's going to come out of nowhere and catch him. I was like, somebody's going to come catch him. Man, nobody ever, okay, this motherfucker jogging. And I guess everybody on our team said, fuck it, man. Fuck that shit. They like, the hell with, we sick of it. We shouldn't even been in that situation. And yeah, even though Quinn has terrible pocket awareness and all that type of shit, he shouldn't have even been in that situation. That all came about because of Sark's terrible play calling. His terrible play calling. And that's just what it was. That's why we lost. Defense played good enough for us to win. The offense that is led by this head coach / offensive coordinator impersonator, because that's what he is. He's an impersonator. He's not a real coach. He's not a real offensive coordinator and this play calling guru. He's not that. He's an imposter. And it is what it is, man. Last night game, I'm not even mad because I didn't have confidence in Sark anyway. I'm just being honest with you, man. I don't. I've been saying, go look at my videos. I don't have a lot of confidence in him. He's a choke artist in these big games. He's not cut from that cloth. And he'll never be cut from that cloth. And we are not winning no championship with Steve choke artist Sarkisian. Mark that shit down. We is not winning a championship with him as a head coach. Honestly, like I say, I give him his credit of building the team, he's an elite recruiter, but a mediocre coach. And honestly, his name been swirling around about going to the NFL. Man, Steve Sarkisian can go. He can go. He can go. Because we're not going to win shit with him. He don't have that killer instinct in him. We need a coach who got a fucking killer instinct, who going to go do what we got to do. You understand me? To get what we got to get done. And that's not Steve Sarkisian, man. But yeah, it is what it is. The results, I wasn't shocked. Defense, salute to y'all. PK, other than that one bullshit ass call, you did a hell of a job. I want to also give credit to the punter. I've been on him as well. The punter punted a hell of a game yesterday. He flipped that field. Salute to Michael Kern. I think his name Michael Kern or whatever his name is. I was on him before. I give him his credit. He did a great job last night, flipping the field. Great job. You know what I mean? But we didn't use our playmakers. Steve Sarkisian called bullshit plays all last night. Ryan Wingo was pretty much missing in action because the Sark didn't use him. Silas Bolden, Isaiah Bond. But he, you know, again, even though they used Jaden Blue a little more, Trey Wiseman still had far more touches than him last night. And it's truly sickening that Steve Sarkisian wasted away a lot of elite talent and he sits it on the bench. You know, this is another thing I want to say. Steve Sarkisian is one of them guys, a player do one bad thing and the player is in there in his doghouse. He's in that doghouse. He can't get out. He's one of the few coaches I see do that shit. Other coaches, players will make a mistake. Hey, man, especially elite talent, they'll make a mistake. Steve Sarkisian is so fucking stubborn and so fucked up in the head. He'll put them on the bench and make them sit there and put a person who's nowhere near the caliber of the player he's sitting on the fucking bench. So yeah, his player management, play calling, all a F. That motherfucker get an F minus. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Steve Sarkisian is a choke artist. He choked it away. I didn't make this video. It's been 15 motherfucking minutes. I didn't mean to do this shit, man. Fuck this shit, man. Till next time, I'ma holler at y'all.